we talk a lot, but we're not finished yet.
Let's
talk about Australia.
Last part.
Because about before the World Cup started, you voiced out your opinion that Malaysian level of league is higher than Australian.
Yep.
You made it to AFC final.
Yep.
So, did you feel disappointed when your name are not chosen by the coach? How disappointed you are?
Yeah. I'll ask you a question. Okay. So if there's a centre midfielder that you like, who's playing for Kedah, and then there's another one, and he's playing for Seoul, and they both play the same minutes, and you have to select which one. Which one do you think is a better player?
So,
because the Korean League is better.
betul.
Now, the Korean League is better according to the rankings. So why does it make any sense that, let's even take that person out of Malaysia, and let's say that person was playing, I don't know, in the 3rd division of England or something, or somewhere else, 2nd division somewhere else or whatever. How does it make sense? It means either you just have your personal opinion, or call and explain. That's all that I ask for. Because I think it's disrespectful to Malaysia, and then 2, it's disrespectful to me. Now, I'm not only speaking about myself, but of course I care about my role, but I see other players and I think, hold on, he plays in the Korean League, he doesn't get chosen, but he plays in Australia and he gets chosen. He plays in the Japan 2nd division, he gets chosen, but this one plays in Belgian 1st division and he doesn't get chosen. What is the math that you are doing? Because that's all I would want to, that's all I was getting frustrated for. And I also got frustrated because, it's been 2 years here, 2 years that I've played here, 2 years that I've played in, fortunately, 90% of the games. And I can see the quality that is the Malaysian League. Now I have such an affection towards the country, so I'm watching the country play a lot. I know a lot of the players, so I'm watching them play a lot. I'm watching AFF, I'm watching these qualifiers, I'm watching these things. And I'm saying, it makes no sense to me that my national team coach, who is only 6 hours away by flight, is saying that this league must be so far below. It makes no sense. When the Champions League, we do better. AFC, we do better. Everything we do better. The national team's doing well. Where is this opinion coming from? Because you're choosing players, for example, they choose a centre-back from the J2 who's been injured for a long time, played 1 game this whole year, and he goes to the World Cup. It's the same year that I play every single game when I'm in the AFC final, and you don't even say why. Or a player who's playing every week in South Korea, Alex Grant, you don't tell him why. That's all I was wondering. And I voiced it because, once again, I say this all the time to you, but I'm jealous that Malaysia has people like you guys. I'm jealous because Australia doesn't. Malaysia has people that says, you say, hey, this guy's playing so well. Does he deserve an opportunity? And then the people ask, hey, he's doing well. Mickey is doing very good. Mickey deserves to be that, whatever. You get the conversation going. But in Australia, we don't have that. So as soon as you leave, nobody talks about you. And that's what I wanted to understand. This is a World Cup. It's everybody's dream.
Yeah.
It's everybody's dream to play. How the final straw for me, the thing that, and I look so angry and I'm sorry, but the final straw for me was, I think about, players come to me in my team who play for the national team, and they know that I want to stay here, and they joke all the time with me, hey, you stay 2-3 more years, you speak better Bahasa, you're going to get naturalized, and I say this joke all the time. I say, well, the way I eat here, that's my dream, that's my dream. And I think about that, and then I think we get to the AFC. Now, I've played Australian under-17s, Australian under-19s, Australian under-21, Australian under-23. I played every single age except the first team. I played however many games in the A-League, everything. Everybody in Australia knows who I am. And then I played the AFC final and the national team Instagram page, okay? The one that does all the football, men's, female, under-20s, says, we want to do a big congratulations a big congratulations to the 3 referees who are refereeing the AFC final. You don't talk about the fact that I play, or even at the time, Ryan Lambert, Australian player, or before he played for the national team, Declan. There's 3 Australians on the field in the AFC final. First time that's ever happened. And you wanted to talk about the ref? You wanted to tell me about that? How does that make any sense? And so that was what sparked that tweet.
Do you think if Australia get all the talent they have all around the world, right, they can go farther than the second rounds?
Yeah, I'm complaining in a year that they did so well. And I'm only saying these things, like I was saying before, only because I want to know why, or I want a phone call. If the coach had called me and said, "Hey, Gigi, you're a funny guy, but I don't like you," I say, "Fantastic, thank you very much," and I don't mind. I just wanted to know why. But the team has a great attitude, is doing well, and it shows, that the A-League can do well. 9 out of the players round the 16 are from the A-League. But Australia's problem at the moment is that because there's so many sports, like you said, the talent goes to other teams, other codes, sorry. So, you're in school like me. In school, I played football, rugby, basketball, swimming, cricket.
Oh,
But because I'm Italian, football was number 1.
yeah.
But for the other ones, you think, okay, I could play A-League, make, once again, horrible to say, but make this much money, the crowds are like this, okay, stadiums. I could play rugby, the money's like this, the crowd is like this. I could play cricket, the money's like this, the crowd is like this. And then the talent goes somewhere else. Of course that's going to happen. If Australia was a one-sport nation, we would have a very good football team. But unfortunately, we're not.
But I think now you are 28, right?
Yes.
So maybe still have time, 4 years. And maybe for next year, maybe for Asian Cup. So what's your hope? Maybe you want still to get into the national team, Australia? Maybe at least get one opportunity to make a debut in
Yeah. A lot of the people in the team are really, really good friends of mine. And, I was doing the punditry on Astro, and it was so beautiful for me to see. Like, half the team I either lived with at one time or played with at one time. So it's beautiful, and I have so much love for them. But to be honest, I'm heading into my 3rd year here, and my head is just here. I don't want to do that to myself anymore, because I have spent so much of my career trying to get their attention, trying to get their attention. And a horrible thing about football is that you, as much as you're competing, you start comparing, and you start saying, "Hey, I was at Tottenham and I didn't get called, but he was at Lazio, he didn't play and he got called." And then you get angry, and then, "Hey, I did," and then, so to be honest, I've kind of shut that part of my brain out. I want to focus on KL. I want to focus on this 3rd year. Like I was saying to you before, I'm obsessed with trying to improve on myself. I feel like in football, as soon as you think you can't learn anymore, you're finished. So I just want to concentrate on myself, trying to make my teammates the best that they can be. But I can safely say, man, I kind of crossed that off my agenda, especially after the World Cup. I took a step back. I just want to focus on here.
So according to your answer just now, would you say never for the naturalization opportunity?
Malaysia? Oh my gosh. I don't want to say this answer too long, because I could speak about it for a long time. But I just feel that I love it here so much. I love the people so much. As like, which other import is here and is trying to take tutoring to learn Bahasa? Not many. How many of them try to do charity work to help the people? Not many. I genuinely love this country, and that's because of the way the country has responded to me coming here. So when I think about naturalization, and now that I'm going on my 3rd year, people have talked about it, and obviously because I'm speaking with KL about maybe elongating my contract again, and of course that's a possibility, and like what an incredible honor, you know. But it's more that you get this chance to do your job, and you want to put smiles on people's faces. You know, you guys do these podcasts and these videos and these posts on social media, and you see people talking in your comments, and it's beautiful. You did that. You got them. You sparked that idea. You talk. You make them laugh. You make them happy. And in football, it's the exact same. You know, I remember beating PSM Makassar and walking around the stadium, and Cheras was banging and it was loud, and you're looking at every single one, and they're so proud of you, and they're so happy with you, and you've made this night that they remember. And that's what I think about when I think about getting naturalized. It's still far down the road, you know, and I hope to show my fans, my teammates, but Malaysian people, my ability again in another year. But it would just be, I would just love the opportunity to have if ever I was given it, to make the whole flag happy, to make the whole country happy, to be part of that feeling where you're at Bukit Jalil and everybody says, wow, you got the country for the points, or you got the country whatever. That would be a ridiculous opportunity.
Wow.
Sangat lama, I think almost 1 hour of talk.
Yeah, sorry.
I have one last question only. One last question.
Hey, I just want you to know, he said 1 hour, then he said I want one more question.
This is
So it's not all my fault. Okay? Thank you.
This last. What's your?
We love talking to you.
I heard you will have a 1 year left contract in Kuala Lumpur.
Yes.
So what's your next destination? Stay with KL. I heard also you get a form offer from other teams.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, just gonna make sure I don't get myself in trouble. Okay. I have 1 more year. I have a buyout clause, and because of the AFC and because of everything that's been happening, this has to be the most phone calls I've ever received, to be honest. Which is I'm very, very grateful for. Very, very grateful for. But I just don't feel like my job is done yet here. You know, I'm speaking right now with Stanley, so he knows that I have a vision of having a longer time here. So I can't say never like you said before, but I just don't think right now is the right time to leave this project, to leave this story. You know, it's about to go year 3. A lot of my, as much as everybody I hang out with leaves, most of the team stays. So I would love to see how far we could go. I would love to see, you know, how far this team could journey.
That just now is his last. This time my last. Okay. Off pitch. Okay. How serious you gonna consider the chance of doing pandit in football, and maybe being influencer? You are doing food review right now, right?
Yeah, I think everybody knows. I think makan was the first Malaysian word I learned. Yeah, no. To be honest, something like this would actually be my dream post football. I would love to have like a football show, or to go on punditry. Football has been my whole life. What a blessing that post football I could still do a job in football, and coaching looks way too hard. So I would love to be a pundit. But yeah, if I had to say seriously, the food stuff, okay, I just like to eat, and I like Malaysian food too much, you know. But punditry, yeah, it's definitely something I would like to do. I was really grateful that Astro gave me that opportunity, and hopefully more in the future. But definitely that would, in my dream, that would be my retirement.
Okay, dah.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Hey, that's 3 more questions, huh? Okay.
Your favorite Malaysian food?
Oof. Okay. Okay. I don't want to say something too basic, you know, because roti canai is nice, nasi lemak is nice, but I want something a bit more, you know. Okay. And I might pronounce this wrong, so don't tease me. But nasi kerabu, but it's with ayam berempah.
Ayam
berempah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's my favorite dish. That's my favorite dish.
Okay,
Holy moly.
No more.
question. Okay, I want to say this not because you are here, but I think this is one of the best session we had here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you
We
very
appreciate you coming to our small
you.
studio
Thank
to talk about your journey, about your career. We team Harimau Melaya wish you all the best for next season. Going to be tough. We teach the league more team.
Yeah, more competitive as well. Yeah, thank you. And with the camera on me, I just want to say thank you guys for having me. Everybody behind the camera, thank you for having me. I feel very, very, very honored. Thank you very much and thank you.
So terima kasih kepada anda semua yang menonton siaran podcast ni daripada
Lebih
mula
sejam
sampai habis. Lebih sejam.
Lama,
Sebab
paling lama.
every time kita dapat guest yang memang menarik, memang kita tak berhenti nak bercakap lah. Memang seronok. So teruskan bersama kami untuk banyak lagi konten-konten menarik. Kita akan bersama untuk AFF sepanjang kempen kali ni.
AFF.
Dan nanti ada pre-season Liga Super lagi, macam-macam lagi lah. So korang jangan terlepas, okay?
Follow semua social media kami. Jangan lupa download apps terbaru kami. Banyak lagi konten-konten menarik kita sediakan untuk anda. Untuk tahun 2023 ada sesuatu yang baru kita nak sediakan untuk anda.
Nantikan 1 hari bulan 1. So untuk setakat ini, itu saja. Sampai mati Kuala Lumpur!